And so, as we go in here, TWA up 1-0, looking to close out this series and move to EU Grand Finals. Rain looking to send this to a game number 3. TWA brings Grozovoy, Lucian, Z42, Janan, Goliath, Ledge Des Moines, and their first flagship of the tournament, Vermont. For the side of Rain, they bring Yu Yang, Lucian, Venezia, Hindenburg, Annapolis, Gudenlu, and Gudenlu. And one of the Gudenlus is Ledge, one of them is not. Wonder if that was intentional or a failure to change over to Ledge mod. But we're going to assume that's intentional because it is Rain and TWA and we expect them. So, an Annapolis and a Vermont now unavailable for the rest of the tournament for the sides of Rain and TWA. It's always interesting to watch these teams on day one and see who takes flagships and who doesn't. Because the issue is, you want good placement. You want to finish top 2 on day 1. Because you finish top 2 on day 1, then you are able to stay in the winner's bracket and have that extra life. But if you burn too many flagships, then as you get into day 2 and second weekend, you're going to run out of flagships you can take, which means you are going to be at a distinct disadvantage because of how good those things are. And so, as we watch in here, it definitely becomes interesting to see how this split's going. Annapolis going down the flank hard with the Gudenlu. Hindenburg staying in the middle, and Artorias is going very, very wide. Early cap advantage will go to the side of Rain, because they're in the cap quick enough that even with the Goliath about to go in and double the cap timing as he did there, it'll still be a slight advantage of about 1.5 seconds for Rain. Smoke Cloud does allow the Des Moines to move forward. Des Moines not using Hydro right now. Keep a half eye on these Torps. Don't know if they have the range. It gets really interesting here depending on how quick he spots them. Oh no, Kinney Mod didn't spot them in time, and that's a big early advantage for the side of Rain. 17,000 off of Kinney Mod. And that's probably the target you wanted on the most. That Des Moines. You look at his health bar, and we'll zoom over here so you can see. We'll zoom in. He can heal up just that little chunk. And that little chunk is only about to 36,000. And now with the radar, they know where he is. World Spawn. Oh, he takes 17k back. And that advantage they've built, the Vermont burns it right back. Now, Des Moines is still in danger. He's got to dodge the airdrops. But, oh, and wait, watch these shots. He's down to 27.4. So that does bite back a bit with the damage onto the Annapolis. Des Moines will be able to heal. But he is not feeling great to be half health 3.5 minutes into the game. And here comes Lucian, and Taro just going to start to spam him. And Kinney Mod trying to just keep backing up. He will just miss the incoming bomb drops, but I said, you know, he's using that heal. He's going to max out right now at about 32k. It's not a great start. Shots in on the Lucian. British spotted by that Hydro. 7,000 off him. He can heal a lot of that, but that is not what you want. And Rain seems to have woken up after that first game where they were just slowly whittled out. 14k already off the Lucian. Yes, he's going to heal, but remember, we're looking at those white bars, those max healths. And that max health is dropping fast. It's already down to just about 17,000, 18,000 right now as we speak on his max heal. Now, we look at C. Shriver is going to move in towards C, and there's nothing to stop him here because there is no DD. So that is going to give early advantage back over to TWA in terms of points. And that's a big hit from the Vermont. 18k off the Hindenburg. This is why the Vermont's a flagship. It fires slow, but when it fires, it chunks. So Vermont's using the heal. He's got 20 seconds left on it. I mean, the Hindenburg's going to keep spamming him. He'll probably max at about 92k, pending those shots. Artorias took a hit as well. Here comes the shots on the Hindi. Shells are in and just miss. Kinemod gets himself away. They know he's not currently useful where he is. And now the Gunlu of Artorias is trying to force out Shriver. That almost hits. They know where he has to approximately be. The problem is hitting him. A reminder, unlike last year, it does not matter if the flagship dies. It has no effect on your ability to bring them. The only effects on the ability to bring flagships is that you can only bring each flagship a max of 2 times across the entire tournament. So, doesn't matter in terms of ability to use it if the Vermont of Silverblade dies here to these Lucian Torps, which he's not going to die, but oh, he's going to get smacked. Oh! Less than a kilometer away. But it wouldn't matter. They can still bring the Vermont again. The problem is once they bring the Vermont one more time, they cannot bring it anymore. And so you got to play the game with which ones do you bring and when. Kinemod spotted. Vile continuing to retreat away, but it's a lead that is now growing for the side of TWA. TWA's only disadvantage is health, which is interesting when you consider the Vermont play. Lucian, you better move quick. Swing the back end around the Torps. And so now they're set up to contest back onto C. Annapolis and Yu Yang trying to spot out there. I mean, like we said, the Des Moines has 2 heals left. He's going to max at 28,000. Grozovoy of Vile hasn't been hit at all. Dastard in the Venezia takes a chunk. And so the Goliath of Kistis goes down. Here comes shots in on Dastard. to miss him because he moved forward. And there's the re-aggression. And this favors, at least initially,
everything is at stake.
Antaro.
Henry's victory draws near.
He'll be able to get damage onto the Lucian. If the Venezia can pop shots, and the Hindi can pop shots as well, they should be able to get some real good. Now, the danger is that Jinon and Z42 that are coming back in at them. And so British just wants to get out now. He's gotten good damage. He just wants to get out. Problem is, that was an awfully large amount of damage to take. And yeah, you're going to heal it up, but you're maxing at maybe 14, 15k right now. And Taro's at 17k and still growing. But that points lead is just, it's looming. Oh, Annapolis of World Spawn spotted. Here comes the fight. Can the Annapolis beat the Des Moines, or does Kinnymod have it? Remember, Des Moines doesn't have heal for 13 seconds. He has no DCP. Des Moines of Kinnymod will go down between Lucian or Yu Yang and Annapolis, but it's how much damage does he do? And he takes a torp, and there's the kill. World Spawn, he's trying to stay alive. Vermont shots are in. He takes 5k, but he does live to fight another day. And so now the Lucian backs in again, and we see this fight again. And Taro really having the worst end of it right now. And Taro needs to finish off the Lucian because he is probably going down here. So he needs to get the trade kill. They get the trade kill, and Taro, 1,500, 300, and dead.
The enemy's victory draws near.
And so it's a one-ship lead to side of Rain. Points are almost even, but that 2-to-1 cap differential still telling the story. And to chunk off the Guden, I mean, the Guden's starting to push the Vermont. Vermont is using a heal. He only has 2 left, so we're going to bear that in mind. I mean, he's up to 83,000, 85,000 probably by the time that finishes. But he gets hit right again, and here comes the drop. And he's down to 68,000, and there's the fire. Big hits for the Guden. And you can see Rain starting to move across. The Yuliang and Annapolis are almost gone for the rest of the game at this point, if we're being honest. Dastard moves in, but Dastard 9,000 getting farmed down by the Jinon. That's going to substantially lower the time you have left. You need to get a ship up to B or get a kill. I don't see it happening for Rain, though. They're going to lose Dastard. I mean, yes, he pushes in. That hit on the Goliath, though, might make a difference. Heals are in. Shots down. He's at 6,000, but he's spotted now. He's spotted now, and now this becomes the race. The Jinon gets the Venezia. Goliath was spotted briefly. How much can he heal? How much can they get on him? They get the fire. He can't DCP that. Depending on how he peeks out here, he'll get spotted. He does get spotted. But the Vermont's there. Guden goes into the cap because he knows that they need to stop it. 1:11. Goliath at 23,000. Can they kill? Goliath at 19,000. Another airdrop in from Artorias. Guden staying in as long as he can. He knows if he leaves, it halves the time. And they drop on him. 13,000. Second set in on him. Oh, no hits. And it looks like Artorias is about to go down. Gang desperately sending in stuff. But Artorias is going to go down. And that will do it, ladies and gentlemen. TWA with a 2-0 win over the side of Rain in EU winners bracket. And they get their revenge, at least for the moment, for the results from last King of the Sea.